been on my mind. Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city light. Hey, darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Pack our bags and get in that car, leave a little note and we'll drive real far.
Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name's Candy. I'm a mom to 5. My kids are 16, about to be 14, 11, about to be 10, and 6, and we live in central Oklahoma. We homeschool, so my kids are home 3 meals a day. And in today's video, I'm going to share with you guys several meals we've eaten in the last few weeks, and I'll tell you guys how we made them and all of that fun stuff. So let's jump right into it and talk about these meals. The first meal I'm going to share with you guys is Salisbury Steaks with mashed potatoes, chopped salad, and cheddar bay biscuits. So I have about 3 pounds of ground beef here in a bowl. I've just seasoned it up with this Butcher's burger blend. I try to say that every time and it's like a tongue twister, but I seasoned it up with that, and then I just fried them all at once in my cast iron skillet to make it easy. This is my great big skillet that I got out of the camping aisle at Walmart. I love this pan. It is honestly one of my favorite ones to use, even though it's huge, because I can basically make any one pot meal or cook all of our meat for a meal all at once for my family. And I just love it. I mean, I can fit 3 whole pork steaks in here at once. So anyways, I'm going to brown up my pork steaks and then get them into a grease baking sheet. And then I am going to make a brown gravy for these. So for my brown gravy, I am going to boil water with some Better Than bouillon and some minced onion in it. And then I'm making this cornstarch slurry up. I'm going to pour this into my pan, whisk it up, and that's it for our brown gravy. Comes out perfect every time and way better than packaged gravy. So we're going to get this cooking and nice and thick, and then we'll pour it over our hamburger steaks. While I was doing that, I also sauteed some mushrooms in the same pan as I had cooked the hamburger patties, but I forgot to film that. Now I'm just making up some cheddar bay biscuits. I'm going to get these in the oven as well so that they'll be ready when our Salisbury steaks are ready. And then I'm just going to make up some instant mashed potatoes because I did not feel like messing with potatoes tonight. here is our finished dinner, and this is absolutely my boys' favorite dinner. Okay, I know this dinner seems strange, but hear me out. So I wanted to make these Southwest egg rolls for dinner, but I wasn't sure if my younger two would eat them, so then I made them some mac and cheese, specifically for them, but for everybody. And then I saw the frog legs, and I was like, you know what, we might as well cook those too. So for my Southwest egg rolls, I followed a recipe I found on Pinterest. Personally, if I make it again, I'm going to do more cheese in them. I didn't think they had enough cheese. And I will probably add some more chopped jalapeno to them because they didn't seem to have enough kick to me. And I think even my younger kids would have ate them a little spicier. But otherwise, these were really good. And this was actually my first time rolling any type of egg roll. So I think I did pretty good on these. But I'll link the recipe in the description box below in case you want to try it yourselves. But I would definitely add more cheese to these. I'm done frying up the egg rolls. Now I'm frying up the frog legs and I'm just putting them on the pan next to the egg rolls. And I literally have some Cajun seasoning and I'm just sprinkling it over them as I pull them out of the hot oil so that it sticks to them, and that's it. And we're going to serve them just like that. All of the kids ended up liking the egg rolls, which I was kind of surprised about the younger two. And Maddie took one bite of the frog leg and was like, no. Bubba wouldn't even try a frog leg. The older three ate all of them. So this was actually a pretty decent dinner, and, you know, it inspired some kind of adventurous eating among the kids. Tonight's dinner is taco night. So I had some avocados that were on the verge of going bad, so I thought it would be a perfect night for a taco night. I have 3 pounds of ground beef I'm browning here. Once I got it browned enough to drain off some fat, I'm going to add some seasoning to it. I'm also making up some Knorr taco rice sides. And now that my meat has been drained, I added some ranch beans to this. I'm going to add my taco seasoning as well as a small can of mild green chilies. And we are going to mix this all up. And this is going to be our taco filling for our taco night. Okay, we have a bunch of different tortillas. We have 2 cheeses. We have queso. We have salsa. We have jalapenos, taco sauce, sour cream, tomatoes, onions, and guac. And everybody's going to make their own tacos however they want them tonight. Okay, so for tonight's dinner, we did onion petals, cheese curds, fries, wings, and leftover macaroni salad. The macaroni salad needs to be eaten, so I thought we'd serve it with dinner tonight. I went ahead and breaded all my wings with flour and some cornstarch, and then set them to the side so the breading would really get to stick on them before we fried them. And while that was doing its thing, I did our fries, onion petals, and cheese curds, and then we fried up the wings. Now I'm going to go ahead and put my wings on parchment-lined baking dishes with different sauces on them. And then we pop those back in the oven for about 15 minutes along with our fries and stuff, just to warm them up and to make sure the sauce was nice and sticky to the wings. So this is our dinner tonight. And for our wings, we have all of the sauces lined up next to the wings so that everybody knows what flavor they are. Okay, so tonight's dinner is meatloaf, mashed potatoes, gravy, cheddar bay biscuits, and a vegetable medley. I took half of a 5-pound roll of ground beef. I used some meatloaf seasoning because we had it on hand. I've never actually used it before, but we're going to give it a try. I added 2 eggs and some Kinder's breadcrumbs because it's currently the only breadcrumbs I have on hand. Mixed this up, and then we just put it in a baking sheet and smashed it down flat to make just a big meatloaf. And then we got that in the oven, and I started some cheddar bay biscuits. I'm also going to make some instant mashed potatoes because it's easy tonight, and some ranch beans because James requests ranch beans 3 or 4 nights a week. Next, I'm going to go ahead and get a vegetable medley going. My pan's really hot right now because I got busy and forgot I honestly had the pan going. But I put in half a stick of butter and some garlic. I have a few different veggies that were in my fridge, so I'm going to add those to it and just make up a little medley of veggies to eat with dinner tonight. I had 2 yellow squash, a zucchini. I had some leftover onion in the fridge. I had some mushrooms that needed used. So we're just going to put all that in here and let it cook on a low heat and serve it with dinner tonight. That way there's no waste. Now Maddie is making our topping for our meatloaf. So this is ketchup, brown sugar, onion powder, Worcestershire sauce, salt and pepper, and we are going to pour this over the meatloaf and then get it back in the oven. I'm already done making the mashed potatoes. I made ranch beans, and then for our gravy, I warmed up some water with better than bouillon minced onion, whisked it until it got nice and hot, and then I added some heavy cream, and I mixed it up until it just kind of thickened a little bit, and that's our gravy tonight. And then I went ahead and just seasoned our veggies with some Danos, and that's all I'm going to do to these. Tonight's dinner is going to be bacon wrapped turkey breast. I made green beans, I made stuffing, mac and cheese, and we had some coleslaw in the fridge. So that's dinner tonight. So I have 3 of these bacon wrapped turkey breast. Anytime my Walmart has these, I grab them. They don't always have them, but when they do, I try to always get some for the freezer. So for these, I'm just going to put these in a baking sheet, bake them at 350. The last 20 minutes, I'm going to pull them out just so the bacon can get kind of crispy, and that's it. And then I'll slice them up before I serve them. But I'm going to let them rest a few minutes. I went ahead, and while that was cooking, I made up some stuffing. I literally just put the stuffing mix in my pan, added some butter, poured the boiling water over it, and then covered it and let it rest. So I need to mix that up and fluff it, but it is ready to go. Bubba is helping me out, so we made some homemade mac and cheese, which he made a little bit of a mess with. But we just boiled some pasta, added some Velveeta cheese, and we added some butter to it, and then he added some mozzarella because they like it really stringy. For our green beans, we did green beans, bacon bits, onion powder, and some Danos. And then, of course, we took out the leftover coleslaw that was in the fridge to go with dinner as well. So that's dinner tonight. For the next dinner, we did oven barbecued chicken, baked potatoes, and peas. So for our chicken, I just put drumsticks in a pan. I used this hickory brown sugar Kinder seasoning, sprinkled it all over both sides of the chicken, baked them at 350 until they were about 160, and then I put some barbecue sauce on them and just kind of smeared it around to make sure they were coated, and then I put them back in the oven until they hit 165. To go with those, I made some baked red potatoes because currently all I have is red potatoes. This is our finished chicken that I let rest a few minutes, and then I made 3 cans of peas with just a little bit of butter in them. This is Miss Maddie's plate. As you can tell, my kids love baked potatoes and they love peas. And honestly, oven barbecue chicken is their favorite way to do chicken. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope maybe it inspired you to try something new or to make something you haven't made in a while. And I'll see you guys with another new video. Bye.